we're talking about housing, and the two issues for me: housing and work relations and work equity. Now, let's not mince words. New Zealand's in the throes of a housing crisis. It's not just a housing crisis of bricks and mortar. It's a crisis of humanity. The rent crisis is squeezing our people, forcing them into deplorable conditions. No matter how hard they work, how much they earn, no matter, it is high time we make decisive action to turn this tide. I am here to tell you how to do it. How? Our first 3 years, we could easily build 100,000 cluster homes, paving the way for others to follow. Not just a pipe dream. This is a necessity. Let's be clear. A necessity is twofold. First, legislative action. Many areas in New Zealand are beyond our reach, trapped in a quagmire of council policies and frivolous red tape. We can't let councils override what we need to secure decent housing for our people. This has to be a national priority, driven by the government that isn't afraid to take the reins. Take Queenstown, for example, a place where no matter how much you earn, you are forced to live in conditions which make your heart boil. A nephew who was earning higher than backbenchers' incomes was looking after the famous and well-heeled, has now moved to Australia, where he is earning less, but the lifestyle is better. I have lived every corner of this country since 2018, and what I see is a scandal. Vacant land owned by state enterprises are sitting there where it could be put into good use. We could turn these corners into pocket neighbourhoods for 18 months or so until the land is needed for something again. Maybe we apply for the Olympics and we need the land. This isn't just a theory. It's a practical, immediate solution. Imagine this government taking the initiative that starts on government-owned land. Let's turn a quarter of Parliament's gardens into a pocket neighbourhood. This is just for a short time to show what can be possible. It's also a powerful statement. I was just in Wellington last week. There's a guy within 1.5 kilometres on Hunt Road sleeping in his car permanently. I flew in and out of Wellington a couple of times. This could be solved. But let's be clear. It's not about the homeless. This is about providing affordable accommodation. But let's be clear. This isn't just about homeless. This is about providing affordable accommodation, primary housing for anybody who needs it. These pocket neighbourhoods should reflect. Let me be clear. This isn't about the homeless. This is about providing affordable primary housing for anybody who needs it. These pocket neighbourhoods should reflect the diversity of our new nation, with people of all ages, all ethnicities, all social conditions living side by side. That's how we build a strong, resilient communities. Look at Papaioa Place, sorry about the pronunciation, in Palmerston North. It's a success story, but it's at $135,000 a unit. It's too expensive for small communities to replicate around the country. It should be, but it's too expensive. We need to bring down costs So local community groups, churches, mosques, Lions clubs can get involved and make a real difference. This isn't about long-term accommodation for families with children. Yeah, it's heartbreaking, but that's a step too far for this type of scenario. But hey, I've seen it overseas, but it's too far for Kiwis. But pocket neighborhoods become more common. We'll see larger rental homes and flats become available so that these families will have places to move. At the Labour conference in Moscow, an MP asked me, you got your proposal moving through? When is it going to end? Well, my answer is simple. This isn't just the end. My answer is simple. A beginning. My personal experience with housing in New Zealand has brought me to the brink of giving up. And it was only the pandemic which pulled me back. I've seen failures in the past. I've lived through them personally. My family was once offered a post-war prefab house. My father rejected it, feared they would just become ghettos. Hey, it's now on multi-million-dollar properties. we should have held on to it. But when they were given a state house choice on Miller Street, Palmerston North, they jumped at it and eventually got it after Rangiora Avenue State House, got their own place in Palmerston North on Rohini Street. What we need now is the spirit of Peter Fraser, Joe Savage to return and ignite the demand for social housing that builds our nation, not tear us apart. If we do this right, it could be a poison pill for the backers of the right-wing National Party. Let me leave you with this thought. You all know it. I borrowed it from Bobby Kennedy. Some men see things as they are and ask why. I dream of things that never were and ask why not.